Hello and what is up YouTube? This is Noli from the Noliverse, and today we're going to be revealing some silver. But before we start, I want to give some honorable mentions to yesterday's find. So today is Tuesday, June 17th, 2025. Yesterday when I was at work, I found 3 silver Washington quarters. What a good day at work. I came up with about, what is this, like $18 worth of silver nowadays? $17, $18 worth of silver, something like that. You know, dollar face value going for, see what it's going for on Amex, but put that on the screen. This is 75 cents worth, so minus a fourth of that, a quarter, literally a quarter. But we got 1939. Let's check out the mint. Philly mint. Got Denver mint here, or no? Yeah, Denver mint. 1959. And we got a 1944 Philly mint. So, good finds yesterday. Very happy. So, I found this one first, this one second, and this one third. So you guys want to hear the story? It was as simple as I looked in a register. Now, I do not like to swap out the change myself. I'll have another employee do it so it doesn't look funny on the cameras or I look suspicious. So I saw this quarter, went in my wallet, saw how many quarters I had. I had a good like $1.25 in quarters for whatever reason. But I was like, to one of my coworkers, I was like, yo, I want this quarter, give me that, give me this quarter, I'll give you this quarter. She's like, all right, got this quarter. Maybe 2 hours later go by, I'm a little bit deeper in the change part of that register. Same register, I see this bad boy. I'm like, oh, now the woman I initially had do that for me was gone. It was just me, so it's like, all right, held my quarter up to the camera, put it back here, took this quarter, put it here, took this quarter, put it back, or this quarter, put it in my wallet, this quarter, put it in the register. However, you guys get the sense. And same thing with this one about 20 minutes later. So, good day yesterday. You can't be mad at finding free silver or 3 silver quarters for 75 cents. So, very happy with that. We're going to put those on the side right there. But as well, whatever I want to say, whatever I'm supposed to say there, I don't know if I said that right, but we got a package from Amex. Excuse me being silly, but we're going to go ahead and try to cut this bad boy. Oop. Get in there. All right, I'm going to cut it open. I thought I could be slick. Man, I really am not as smooth as I want to be on these videos, guys, but this is a package from Amex. We got a free piece in here shipped for me from Amex, so I'm very happy with that. I'll probably do that piece first, and then we'll just go on with the silver, but very happy with this order. Thank you, Amex, for sending me a free piece. I'm not going to say a what yet, because you're going to see in a second, but it was definitely a positive turnaround to not being able to go to my local coin shop last week. This week, I'm not going to make that trip to a new coin shop. However, I do think I'm going to do that in next week's video, so stay tuned for that. But this week, we do have this Amex order, so I'm going to crack it open. Let's get to it. All right, we are back. Here. They sent me a free piece of paper, guys. Look at that. What could be inside? It's an envelope. What could be this size in an envelope that they would send me for free out of nowhere? Oh. Could it be gold? It's gold.
I love gold.
They sent me a half Florida gold back. Can't be mad. I got a free piece of gold. Oh, this isn't in a wrapper. This one's loose. That's why they put it in here. I like the plastic cellophane that they put in it. But I got a holder. Well, sort of got a holder for these, so it'll just go in there. But I guess I could have one loose out of the plastic. I left all the others in the plastic. I don't want to take them out. I'd rather keep them as pristine as possible. But I guess this could be the loose one, and any others that come like it in the future. Very nice, though. Very happy. You cannot be mad about a free piece of gold, even as little of a fraction of this is. It's gold. It's 24 karat gold, and I got it for free. Like, look, I'm not lying. Price on the screen for you right there. So, free gold. Happy Noli. The Noliverse is a little bit more complete today. I do wish Brian is doing well. I did not give him a call. I'm probably going to give him a call on Thursday maybe, or next week maybe, before I do a coin shop adventure. And if I don't have to do a coin shop adventure, I won't. But, yeah, he definitely cannot be mad. You know, one negative thing last week, but one positive thing that got brought into this week, and physically got brought into. All right, I gotta cut out the rest of this silver. because the rest of it is silver. So just give me 1 sec while I do that. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. I also want to give this a little brief showing. They did send me this little pamphlet with it. I'm not going to read it off to you guys. I think I've said it in a former video. I really try not to read you guys articles on here. There are videos out there that do it, and I'm not roasting them. I think they're great. They're very informative, but I don't feel original. And if I'm reading you an article, it's not me speaking to you guys. It's me reading aloud. You know what I mean? If you guys want to go find these articles, they're out there for you. In fact, if you shop on APMEX or ST Bullions, they always have articles present for you to read in current events for the precious metal market. So, you know, that's at the viewers' will. If you want to do the research, do the research. Now, when I come up with information, I share it with you guys, or if I write out a speech or, you know, an informative video like the Goldbacks, or that one video that might have came off as, I don't know, the one about the investor crate. I think that was like 3 videos back. Someone tried saying that silver made into a kilo or refined into a kilo for a quantum computer would be $50,000. Then no, the quantum computer would be $50,000, but that kilo of silver will still be that price for a kilo of silver today. You know what I mean? But it was just kind of crazy, because then they tried coming back at me, but they didn't even say I was wrong. So, and then someone commented saying I didn't get the gist of what they were saying. Now, I guess what they were trying to say is that your value comes down to everything you put in you, or everything that you are. It's not just the little bits of you, you know. So that $1,100 worth of silver inside the quantum computer doesn't make the quantum computer. But I mean, that's pretty effing obvious, you know what I mean? So, but that silver, my point was, is always going to be that melt value, and industries are going to be smart and always buy it at that. You know, they're not going to pay $50,000 for a kilo of silver when they could pay $1,100 to $1,200 for a kilo of silver. You get me? Anyways, moving on. Sorry for ranting. First here we got reverse proof buffalo. Nice design. You know, you gotta love all the different designs that you get for buffaloes. I definitely like this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put this in a capsule here. I might make this one a piece of pocket silver, just cause it's the only one I got like this, and plus it's a buffalo, so it's, you know, generic silver. Generic silver is always good for pocket silver, guys. And if you're like me, I carry one piece of silver, at least one piece of silver in my pocket every day. Whether it's a 1 ounce, quarter, or 2 quarters, or sometimes a full ounce and constitutional in my pocket to have a variety of history that I'm carrying with me, which is always fun to do. Moving forward, I got a couple more of these. I really do like these Canadian 3/4 coins. I mean, they're not only bullion, but they're also coins. So, you know, you get that. But I'm not going to repeat myself on why I get them. I know some people are going to hate, but to me it's more silver. And with where the price of silver is currently at, you know, I'm still trying to budget myself and get what I could afford, and as much as I can for what I could afford. So this is a 1.5 ounces between the two. So we got 2. And we could add this free silver just to kind of, you know, fill in the blanks there. Moving forward, we got a Scottsdale Mint round. Now this, I love these lions, man. I might have to start getting more of these in the future. I mean, these designs are just simply, not simply beautiful, but just beautiful. Like, beautiful. And that shine, the finish, you know, just everything about it. The lion's artwork on it, like that lion is a king. That's the Lion King right there. But very nice piece. We went ahead and got another Army piece. I forget what I had previously. Okay, so I got 2 Air Force now. I guess I ordered it at random. I thought I had Army, but oh well. Got 2 Air Force now. Another 1 ounce of silver, but you know, showing some love to our troops. Especially, I believe Trump just sent some troops over to Iran. Guys, if you want to know my opinion on war, I think it's bad. I'm always going to back America. This is my country, and I have pride for my country. Of course, we need fixing. I don't agree with everything we do. I think things could be regulated a little bit more, but I'm not going to get into the politics or things that I believe, because everyone's allowed to have their belief. And as long as we're doing good to each other and trying to help each other out, that's all that should matter. And as long as you're doing it the right way. So, but, you know, as a pot smoker, I got to say this. You know, just because something's illegal doesn't make it wrong. And just because something is legal doesn't make it right. You know, we're always learning. That's being a human, man. We gotta learn, we gotta grow, and I just hope we become a better people altogether, all over the world, and even for us in our own country. You know, I think we are the best country in the world, regardless of our flaws. But you know, that's my opinion, and everyone's entitled to their own. I do think we need improvement, but you know, with 300 million plus people in this country, that's 300 million plus opinions, and that means that's 300 million plus perspectives that are not the same and all unique. So we would never be able to make all 300 million plus people agree on everything. I mean, look at the odds. I just said the probability like 5 times for you. So here we got a round. This is not a Silver Eagle, but again, with where the price was at, I didn't want to pay the premium on a Silver Eagle this week, so I just went and got a Walking Liberty round. Essentially the same design. You see we got it from the 9, what is that? I'll have to figure out what mint that is. It's hard to see on the camera, but very nice piece here. Very happy with it. But without further ado, this is today's haul. I want to know what you guys are doing. Are you guys continuing to stack? Are you guys starting to sell off? Or are you guys starting to say at a stalemate right now with where the price of silver is at? Now me, I'm not going to let it stop me. If it wants to rise, it's going to rise. And here's the deal. Today might be the last time that silver is at this low of a price. We may never see it at this low of a price again. Now, we could see it drop. You can see it drop a lot, you know what I mean? But we may never see it drop again. That's the thing. So I'm buying what I can at a time. You guys will buy what you can at a time. You know, if you're making big buku bucks, you know what I mean, and you're able to buy a whole roll of silver at a time, good for you. I can't do that though. I have bills and all that, and I just buy silver because I want to buy silver. So, and then I find it too, and get free gold, yo. Like, yo, that is lit. But that will be it for today's videos, guys. Today's video. I do have an art video coming. I made one last week for my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you already saw it, but I gotta add different music to it because YouTube and copyright and all that. And it's a quick video. It's like a minute long, but I got more art coming, more silver coming, obviously throughout the summer. But like I said, summer I focused on the art a little bit more. But with all that said, we're gonna try to conclude this video with to remind you guys that we're getting close to 500 subscribers. I know I don't put out a lot of content, so my subscriber growth has slowed down, and that is fine. But I want to remind you guys, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway of 1 ounce of silver or silver dollar at the winner's choice. Second place will get half ounce of silver piece of bullion, or 90% silver half dollar, or 80% silver Canadian if that's what they prefer. But me, more silver's the better, especially if it's for free. And then third place will get a piece of art that we've mentioned in the videos. This is painting number 1, painting number 2, and painting number 3. So these are the paintings that you could win. All you gotta do is like and comment on my videos. Positive comments are usually the best, but I'll take any comment because it all helps the algorithm. So, you know, let your opinions flow, free ball it, it's whatever. Just play nice on the YouTube, and, you know, again, war is bad, guys. That's all I'm saying. So, you know, learn to love each other. You know what I mean? The whole world just sat down, smoked a J, and just chilled out. You know, our biggest problem would be is what are we eating for dinner? So, with all that said, this is Noli from the Noliverse. I hope you're all doing awesome. I hope you're still stacking. If not, I hope you have a nice stack to hold you off until maybe when silver goes back down. If not, you know, if it goes up, I hope that'll be a nice big bang for you. So, this is Noli from the Noliverse. I hope you all stay happy, stay healthy, stay stacking, stay awesome. Peace out, guys. Take it easy. I didn't think I was going to let you guys go without the close-up real quick, did you? Come on now. Gotta separate that a little bit. Now, there's going to be glare, but let's get it.